And the former member of parliament for SH0CKING, who also doubles as the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Honorable Madam Shirley Ayoko-Botry, has come out to react to news making waves over the weekend that she was referring to some particular industry players when she said that Parliament is a serious place, or is a place for serious business, throwing jabs at John Dumelo, who is also the NDC parliamentary candidate for Ayawaso West Walgon, contesting Madam Lydia Serwaa Amihere. The commentary on social media over the weekend has been that Madam Shirley Ayoko-Botry wasn't fair to the creative art space, and then she statements were derogatory to people in the creative art space. A lot of people added their voices to Red Van Vika, Lydia Forson, and some industry players in the creative art space. Madam Shirley Ayoko-Botry has been reacting, and in a press statement, this is what Madam Shirley Ayoko-Botry is saying, and I read. It says, press release: my attention has been drawn to attempts by our political opponents and other detractors to read meanings into some comments I made while supporting my hardworking sister, Honorable Lydia Amihere, during a rally at Ayawaso West Walgon a few days ago. My comments on that platform were made in particular reference to Honorable Lydia Amihere's opponent, where I intimated that popularity alone does not make one the obvious choice for parliament. I went on to appeal to her constituents to vote for her to continue to do more for them. It was never meant to be an attack on a particular person or the entire filmmaking and creative art industry. Any desperate attempt by political opportunists to twist and portray this as a swipe at an entire industry should be treated with the contempt it deserves. Records clearly shows that this is a sector that has always been dear to my heart, one that I have personally championed and promoted at various levels during my political career, and I will be the first to acknowledge that the creative arts sector has churned out some of the finest lawmakers in the history of our country. I want to reassure members of this important industry of my respect and continued support. Honorable Shirley Ayoko-Botry, MP, SH0CKING constituency. So that was the member of parliament for SH0CKING constituency, who I said earlier doubles as the foreign affairs minister and also minister for regional integration, and then talking about her support for the creative arts industry. And she's also been talking about the fact that the creative arts industry has churned out some wonderful personalities, some wonderful lawmakers in the country. That brings me to Honorable Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah. Honorable Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah has been turning heads around with his kind of communication skills, and then with the way he comports himself, especially during public gatherings. Honorable Oppong-Nkrumah and Serwaa Amihere were in the news somewhere, and I guess sometime in August, when people on social media were trolling Serwaa Amihere because of her composure and because of some questions she asked that apparently she even didn't have answers to. In an interview with Honorable Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah on the court case, Honorable Oppong-Nkrumah asked Serwaa Amihere certain questions regarding what the court suggested be done, what the punishment was for the perpetrators in court. Remember, some time ago, some people broke the law, and even at Ayawaso West Walgon, and then there were hoodlums who dressed in militia at attire to cause havoc and all of that. Serwaa Amihere apparently wasn't in charge of the situation that got heads rolling, that got people talking, saying that Honorable Oppong-Nkrumah had placed Serwaa Amihere where she really deserves to be. But then it happens that peace has been made. Serwaa Amihere and Honorable Oppong-Nkrumah are now the best of friends. Yes, I know you are surprised. I'm surprised. So Serwaa Amihere and Honorable Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah are the best of friends. On a Twitter post, Serwaa Amihere took to a social media handle, and then she posted a picture of herself and the Honorable Minister Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah, and she captioned it, "My best friend boyfriend Kon Nkrumah. And then the minister also came back to say that bestie number one. So it seems that Serwaa Amihere and Kojo Nkrumah are the best of friends right about now. And this next story, I don't know what you make of it, but Nigerian billionaire Ned Nwoko is saying that it shouldn't take you more than 3 weeks to get married to a woman you meet. Once you meet someone, even if the person is a stranger, within 3 weeks you should be able to marry that person. Before we get into that video, before we follow that story, I want to say a very big thank you to Dr. Amuzu Herbal Clinic. Dr. Amuzu Herbal Clinic is basically a penis doctor. What Dr. Amuzu is saying is that, do you have erectile dysfunction? Do you have any problem with your penis? I know there are some ladies watching me and your boyfriends are not satisfying you. You really know to get the kind of enjoyment you for the get from your boyfriend. I'm begging you, please recommend Dr. Amuzu Herbal Clinic to your boyfriend. And as it early discharge, sometimes you and your boyfriend they sleep, then like they have good sex, then within 1 minute Charlie you discharge, then like seriously now you some way be because like what prepare what I say watch a share match or buy a not what be pesa the year of and be here to me. But thank God for Dr. Amuzu biggie na ebeje me sade no na me hu nya ya fam what I say but biggie e ma me ko hu Dr. Amuzu. Dr. Amuzu says that he's in Sunyani, he's in Takrade, he's in Accra, basically everywhere. Just take his numbers on the screen right now and contact Dr. Amuzu. Once you contact Dr. Amuzu, your penis problems will be a thing of the past. He has the solutions to any penis problem you have. So please contact Dr. Amuzu. And then back to billionaire Ned Nwoko has been making certain revelations, and then a lot of people are talking. This man, he don't marry another wife behind Regina Daniels, or he wants to take another wife. Let us take a listen to the Nigerian billionaire. When we come back, you can also share your thoughts on that.
And I liked her. We married within 3 weeks. Yes, within 3 weeks. I married all my wives within some period. I don't believe in dating anybody to marry them. Don't date anybody you want to marry. Marry them. I met her and I liked her. We married within 3 weeks. Yes, within 3 weeks. I married all my wives within some period. I don't believe in dating anybody to marry them. Don't date anybody you want to marry. Marry them. When you marry them, you begin to fall in love from within the marriage. You know, even in my own culture, as it were, as a kid in the 60s, people, they were not dating. They would marry. In arranged marriages, family to family, they choose a wife. And then most girls were expected to be virgins when they get married. And they build a family from there. And because they didn't know each other before they got married, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of learning to do. And but Regina and I is a story that is interesting because before I met her, I didn't know about her. I don't watch movies, never watch movies. I met her the first time when she came to my house with her mother and her siblings because my place in Delta is a tourist place. They came to look around and I liked her and that was it, you know. So whether I marry another wife or not, she knows it can happen. I come from a very polygamous environment myself. I love children, so I want more children, and she knows this, and my other wives, they also know it, so we see what happens in the future.
Alright, so that was Ned Nwoko. I know some of the guys are not going to agree, and some people are saying that it's because he has the money and all of that. But Ned is basically saying that even when he met Regina Daniels, within 3 weeks, they got married, and then that is what happens with some of his wives. But Charlie, money really they talk. Let me take some of the comments on social media regarding what Ned Nwoko said, and then Susan _Adesua saying that spiritual husband and physical physical body, will date you for 10 years and still wouldn't see the qualities he needs. Come and see you. Okay, yeah, that's true. Some people can date you for 10 years and never see a 10. And then Queen Prime Rose is saying that, Ned, please don't marry another wife. We carry God plus your village people beg you. And then Nancy underscore Phil is also saying that I can marry within 2 hours. 3 weeks is much. And then Umar Katuba is saying to marry and buy a wife are 2 different things. So what Umar is saying is that Ned isn't marrying, it's actually buying this brides, including Regina Daniels. Do not forget that Ned got married to Regina Daniels when she was just 19 years old. Yeah, 19. Yeah, Regina was just 19 years old, and thank God they have a bouncy baby boy also. And then let me take this other comments from Ola Duni 000 saying that Omo Infinity. Now lack of money they make some people shout marry your best friend though. Yeah, it's actually lack of money. It seems lack of money has become the root cause of so many problems in our time today. I think even in Solomon's time, not something like that day. Okay, so Nati underscore Timmy is also saying that how can I, as an elder brother, allow my sister marry this kind of man? Woe betide me if I ever allow such. All for money? No way. The age doesn't really matter. But was it all for money, all for love? Definitely not love. Literally flashed the world, and that was all. And Cassie is also saying Wahala, don't join us, wear face mask. And then Pigeon underscore Master is also saying that Niger babes, una see una life, make this can dinosaurs they see una finish, because in that morning you go fit still marry another wife. Na be your fault, or girl. Poverty and greed don't make our girls not get choice again. And then Segilola underscore is also saying, and she knows I can still marry another wife. Okay, that was something Ned said in that video. And then Yvonne Shalom is saying wahala for us where them they use 1 decade date without hopes of marriage. That is some of the reactions from social media. But on the flip side, Regina Daniels has been driving drunk, and then that's generated a lot of conversation on social media. The mother of one and the 20-year-old has been driving. Let us take a look at this video. You can share your thoughts on attitude as well. Alright, so that was Regina Daniels right over there. And then Charlie Money Sweet. Oh, yellow CCD for corner. Put your hand for jaw. What it cost some more money palava. Missy yellow CCD for corner. Put your hand for jaw. What it cost some more money palava. See, money is sweet. With money you can marry within 3 weeks. You know, Nademoko is a polygamous man. He admits that he accepts his fate as a polygamous man. So you people they talk, then people they make noise for social media. Or the man has money. Surely if you get money, sometimes you can also do the same thing. This is GhPage. I'm not in support of polygamy though. Me, I get like I go marry 54. Yeah, the African continent. Like, yeah, 1 woman per country, like 54, right? Okay, so that's just my dream. I don't know what your dream is. This is GhPage. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube, GhPage. Follow us across social media. Of course, on Facebook, GhPage News, on Instagram, GhPage News, on Twitter, GhPage_com. You can also visit our website, www.ghpage.com. My name is Gypsum, always your MC General. Away, best.